This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
G'day.
Big show today.
I know. We blew the dust off one of our old games for game changers. Sped Uptown Funk. You know what?
So much fun.
So funny.
Speeding up songs is hilarious.
And
Yeah.
now we know how the Minions was invented.
You're going to hear the song that sounds exactly like the Minions during
Yes.
this.
We catch up with Sean Darcy from the Dockers, and Jeremy McGovern also comes in, Nat.
Yeah, lovely. What else did we talk about? Oh,
We
heaps
talk-
of things.
Yeah, performance punishment.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
What did we kick the show off with? We
We were talking about
Sponge cake.
sponge cakes and people that live alone.
Oh, sponge cake SquarePants over there.
Nathan,
Life sickens me.
Nat,
What?
and Sean. Over 937.
Morning, everybody. It's 3:06. Nathan, Nat and Sean, and it's Friday, and it's also the Friday before we go on holidays for a couple of weeks. So
Yeah.
we're up and about.
Well, yeah, but we want to be clear, every moment of this show is torture.
Nathan's already complained about how slowly it's going at 6:01.
Oh, have you? I'm right up there with you.
It's too much, Sean.
It's going to be a long...
Sean walked into the office this morning and then I said to Harry, he's not even going to have the energy to make it into the newsroom.
I was hoping you would carry me like
Yes.
Whitney Houston was carried by
Yeah.
Sean, I'll
Kevin
always
Costner's
carry you
bodyguard.
like that. It's in your contract. Yesterday, when I got home, I put an entire sponge cake in my fridge.
So this is a sponge cake made by the
Rita.
mother of a lady that works upstairs.
Cara.
Because last year you were complaining so much that
Yeah.
you just love an old-fashioned
And I
sponge,
wanted
and
my
nobody
mum
would
to-
make it
and I
for
wanted
you.
my mum to make it for me.
Yeah.
but she
Yeah.
wouldn't.
Well, because she makes carrot cakes,
Yeah,
famously.
famously.
Yeah, so
We've never seen one.
Anyway, so the whole cake, I end up taking it home yesterday. I didn't
How much
believe-
of it had eaten? Have you?
Didn't-
Because you're worried about cakes, because if you have a whole cake, it's like a clock
pie
that you
graph.
can actually see how
It's
much
a pie
you've-
chart, and if you
and
live
you're
alone,
the only one that ate it.
Yeah, if you live alone, if you've got something
Yeah.
circular, and then once it's all gone, you realise the whole pie chart is in you.
Yes.
So
Because Sean, you can blame it on other family members, but
Well, I did this kind of the same thing with Nathan yesterday. So I bought these cookies that were on special yesterday when I was going through the... Yeah, but as soon as Sunny got
How
in the car,
interesting.
they were in the car, right, and I could reach them. And as soon as she got in the car when I picked her up, I gave her 2. Then there was only 2 left.
so mentally.
Oh, that's
yeah.
great.
Yeah, so anyway, I only had to eat one.
Yeah.
Because then I saw Ollie straight away. I quickly gave him one. That's what you got to do. You got to start dishing
You've got
it
to be
out.
a
Yeah,
feeder.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have to tell you,
The crowd's full of applause this morning, isn't it?
tell you, living alone and then cutting into an entire cake, having a slice by yourself and putting it back in the fridge.
giant
there's something-
wedge of cake.
There's something not right about that. There's just not, there's like, if you've got a fresh cake and you're going to cut some out of it, there needs to be multiple people there that you're handing cake out to. It felt wrong.
Did you make a wish when you cut it?
Yeah, I wish I had some people in my apartment with me.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Round 1. Game changer. Fight.
Today's game is
Believe me, just watch.
This is the competition that makes you wonder why we ever play music at a normal speed, to be
Oh,
honest.
for sure.
Yeah.
You're going to love some of these songs today.
Up for grabs, $500 cash. We've got 2 contestants already and waiting. One of them, Zoe from Maida Vale. Good morning, Zoe.
Good morning, how are you?
Oh, wonderful,
Fantastic, Zoe. You're going against David from Hucking. Hey, David.
Hey, how you going, guys?
Good.
Yeah, really good. Nathan was talking about earlier on, make sure you know your music. That's the first thing.
Zoe.
So, David.
Oh, sorry,
Oh, sorry.
David. David, do you know your music?
Well, I'd like to think so. I'm pretty confident, but who knows? I'll do my best.
I like that.
Okay.
What
all
about
right.
you, Zoe?
Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty confident, but,
Okay.
on the spot, let's see how we go.
Yeah.
Well, the great thing about this game is, even if you both don't know the song, eventually we will get to the chorus
That's
pretty
right.
quickly.
Yes.
Because all the
'Cause that's
songs have
fast.
been super sped up.
So here's what's going to happen. We're going to start playing a very sped up track. It's your job, if you know the title of the song, to buzz in with your name. If you get it right, you take that round. You get it wrong, we'll throw it over to the other person.
Yep.
And then we'll keep going, I reckon.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
let's do
until
that.
we get it named. We need you to be very loud with your buzzers, though, because you're going to be screaming over some chipmunk music. All
Yes.
right? So, Zoe, let's test yours.
Zoe.
Yes, David.
David.
Yes.
Now, it is the first to 5, unless you're really bad
Oh,
at it,
if
and
you
then
two
we'll
have,
change
if
the
you
rules
two have
halfway
lied
through.
about us and have just discovered music 5 minutes ago, it'll be best of 1.
Yeah,
goalpost
because we got places to
might
be.
move. But so all our intent that it's going to be the best of the first to 5.
But that's on you.
All right. Are we ready? Here
Yeah.
we go with the first sped up track. Yes, David?
Is that Vanessa Carlton? Thousand Miles?
Yeah.
Dave's on the board.
We only need the name of the song. Great
I know.
movie.
White Chicks.
White
Yes.
Chicks.
Everyone watch
David
White
leads
Chicks.
1-0.
All right, let's play the next sped up track.
But she moves like lightning, and she counts to 3. Then she turns out all the lights and says she's coming for me. Now put your hands up, this is a heist. And there's no one in here living gonna make it out alive.
Yes, Zoe?
Oh, that's George Ezra, Green Grass.
Zoe!
You know what? I hate that song normally.
Until then?
And that is better.
All right, this
And
is a
it's
good
over
game.
quick. Yeah, we're tied up at 1-1.
All right, here we go. Here is our next song.
Yes, Zoe?
Living on a...
Yeah.
Oh, my God, what took us so long?
You should be
That took me
ashamed.
way too long to figure that out.
Oh, dear.
David should be ashamed of himself.
You should be, David.
That was hard.
I know.
Sorry, that was hard and fast.
It was
Yeah, it
fast because
was,
Sean
yeah.
was trying to play air drums to it and he just about
Yeah,
threw his
mate.
shoulder out.
Yeah. All right,
So it leads
where are we?
2-1.
Okay, 2-1. All right, let's get the next one on.
As you promised me that I was more than all the miles combined, you must have had yourself a change of heart like halfway through the drive, because your voice cut off exactly as you passed my exit sign. Kept on driving straight and left off each
Zoe.
to the right.
Yes, Zoe?
6 seasons.
Yes!
Next
Zoe
season.
on a roll. She leads 3-1.
You got a lift, David. You got a lift.
We're going, it's
man, I
first to
try.
5. We've decided we'll stick with
Yep.
those rules because you guys are quite good at this.
Oh,
All right.
well, David was.
Yeah, it was,
He
yeah.
peaked
Come on,
early,
Dave.
didn't he?
Lift.
All right, let's do the next
Right.
one.
Zoe.
Yes,
Zoe.
Zoe.
Oh, no.
They sound like minions.
I know. No,
All right.
okay, Dave, do you want to
David.
have a crack at it?
Yeah, sure. Another artist I can't think of the song though.
Okay, we'll keep playing it and you can buzz in
Go
again.
for it.
All right, here we go.
Sure. Nah, I can't think of the song.
Can we give Zoe another opportunity?
Do you both give up on this one? You both give
Yeah.
up on this one?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's cancel that one. Everybody.
That
Who was
was, it was Calm Down by
Oh,
Celine.
oh,
Celine Gomez.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
With
Lynn
Rima.
Gomez and with Rima.
Yeah, Rima.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just needed calm down
Yeah,
situation.
Calm Down. Didn't matter who was by.
Yep.
How did you not get that? That was awesome.
Yeah.
I loved
That's
every
okay.
bit of
Hey,
it.
hey, hey.
Hey,
hey.
We have so many more songs ready to go.
All right, let's see.
do it.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I hate the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger in her thumb and the shape of an F on her forehead.
Zoe.
Yes, Zoe?
Oh, God. It's Star Smash. All Star.
It is All
We'll
Star.
pay that.
It
Yep.
is All Star.
It is All Star
We
by
just
Smash
need the
Mouth.
title. That's all we need.
Zoe
Now,
leads,
that's it.
Zoe leads 4-1. She's on the brink of victory. If she gets the next
man,
one,
okay.
she wins. Dave, it's, you know, we love a comeback story though, Dave. It's never
We
too
do.
late.
I'm going
We
to
do.
try. I'm going to try.
We'll be
All
like
right.
Farland.
Dave.
Listen to this.
Zoe.
Zoe, for the win,
Is
Zoe.
it Billie Eilish, Bad Guy?
David. Zoe has done it at full speed. You've scored $500 cash, Zoe. Well played.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
David, you're lucky you got to keep your pants on with that first answer.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'd be a nude lap around the studio. You know that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know what? Keep your pants on, but hang your ass cheeks out. 'Cause
Yeah,
that
that's right.
you should be ashamed.
That's indeed. Zoe, victorious, well played.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
So you all want to be good employees, don't you? Because we want to keep our jobs, especially in these times.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, everything's so expensive. It'd be horrible to be unemployed.
For sure.
So this guy who reads back and forth texts from employers to employees.
I've seen the one, yeah.
So I showcased a recent message that he got. Sean, we're going to read them out, all right?
Oh, it's a play, everybody.
It's a play, all right? So I'm going to be the employee
And I'll be the
you
employer.
are the boss, okay? So
right.
I'm sending you a text message. Here we go. Hi, just a quick question. I seem to have been put on the late shift for every single night this week.
All right, I'm going to answer. There we go. Yeah, sorry about that. I know no one wants to do that shift, and I knew you would complain the least if I gave them to you.
That doesn't make sense. We come in, not just split the last shifts between the three of us like usual.
Last time I put Jamie on the late shift, that he just complained so much. Honestly, I can't be bothered to deal with that.
So I'm being punished because I don't complain as much.
That it's a compliment, mate. Like, get over it. You are way less low maintenance, which is a good thing.
This is honestly bullshit. You realise you're basically incentivising me to be more unhelpful.
That is very disappointing the way you take that, I just said.
You should see it from my side. If you make me do this, I'll quit.
Fine, I'll change it.
Now, this, under the comments, someone said, is performance punishment. So this is when someone is so easygoing,
Yes.
actually so quick and so good at their job that everything gets piled on them. They get the short end of the straw because they are the person that makes the least noise.
Yeah.
That is terrible.
I can't see how that's a compliment. Like, the guy is saying...
Yeah.
The guy is saying, why do I get stuck with this, you know? Why don't we split it against us? He go, because you'll get it done. You complain
the least.
Yes. One of my
Which is
friends-
like us in the building. We complain the least.
One of my friends worked in a department where there were like maybe there were five of them,
Yeah.
all women, and she was the only one that didn't have kids. And she's like, I don't mind, you know, if they've got to leave early or whatever, you know, I'm happy to step in. But what happened was, whenever somebody had to leave early, she would be the one that was asked to stay late to cover for them. And that's fine if you're doing it once, but she had to do it for all of the others.
Every one of them.
So because every time they defaulted to her, oh, you don't have kids, so you can do it. And she's like, yeah, but I don't want to do it every time. I'm happy to do it some of the time. And she's like, why can't, if one of the women that has kids has to go off and do one of the other women who also has kids stays behind to cover it on that occasion, and they cover for one another. And the boss is like, no, but they've got kids, they've got to go home. So I'm not staying behind every single time one of these other four has to do something.
That's a stitch up.
That's being punished when you're single. There's a whole other topic. Single punishment is actually worse than performance punishment. Just because you don't have someone that loves you, you don't get invited to a dinner party.
No, that's on you,
because it's
mate.
a couple's dinner
It's on
party.
you.
Remember that? Anyway, we digress. We're going to
Never
go
let
back
it
to performance, right? We want to know if this has happened to you. 13, 24, 10. We are talking about performance punishment. You are the one.
You're the easygoing one at work.
Yeah,
And
don't
you,
complain.
You get stuff done.
Yeah.
And there are other people that are misbehaving and doing things wrong, but somehow they get away with everything and everything is dumped on you. God, this is going to be good. Hey, Claire.
Hi, guys. How are you going?
Good, Claire.
Now, Claire, I like that you haven't used your real name, so that means you can unload. What do you want to get off your chest?
So I am designated as a payroll manager, but I also get to train all the new staff. I fix all the HR problems. I do all the finance reporting. And I'm a mum, and I go to work at 7 o'clock and I leave at 4 o'clock, but I still get all the shit done because I have deadlines to do. And then my boss wants to change my work days so that we can have Friday afternoon drinks. And I'm like, no, I don't have that in my capabilities.
Yeah.
Well, if you're getting paid for one job and you're doing everybody else's job because you're unbelievably capable, that is a difficult
situation. But then
situation.
they shame you like you're not contributing to the company culture, you know, because she doesn't want to stick around for Friday. So I've got to go and pick the kids up from school.
And also, if you're shattered from doing 20 other jobs all week, you don't have it in you to put any foot
nothing
forward
left
in the
to
world
give.
of company culture.
Yeah.
You're exhausted by the end of the week, I'm guessing. Is that right, Claire? Claire?
Claire, that's you.
She's
Claire.
exhausted.
Claire.
She's gone to sleep.
She forgot the name was Claire.
I always find in those situations when you don't want to be there, those cultural things, you need to go in there, do a quick funnel, and everyone will go off, and then you can walk out.
A quick funnel. Sean doesn't leave home without his funnel. Just in case.
Just a quick funnel.
Just
the crowd
in case.
goes wild. Harry's been a great bloke, and
Yeah.
off you go.
Yeah.
Pick up the kids.
Mitch is in Hillary's. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey,
Mitch.
Hey, talking about quick funnels, you work in a bar, Mitch, is that right?
Yeah, I used to work in a bar and as a waiter. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, what happened with this performance punishment?
So a place I used to work at, they were trying to hire some new managers and some new supervisors. And, I'd been there for a couple of years, so I thought, all right, I'll give this a shot. When I applied to the manager on site, sort of the main manager, he said, we can't promote you because there's no one else who can do the regular job that you do.
Oh,
so,
my God.
so the company wouldn't be able to operate because we wouldn't have enough good bartenders to work.
You're so good at your job, you have to stay where you are and
Can I
not
tell
progress.
you, in several of the comments underneath this article, here's one of them, I've experienced similar things, being kept in roles because I was very good at them
Yes.
instead of being promoted.
That's
the best
exactly
thing that
what Mitch is
person
talking
did
about.
was to find another job because you're always going to be passed over. So what did you end up doing, Mitch?
I quit.
You
Yeah.
quit. You
Yeah.
quit. That's
Yes,
the only thing you can
sister.
do.
Did
I
you
know.
do a funnel before you walked out there, Mitch? Just a quick funnel.
Thanks, Mitch. Wade's in Mullaloo. Hello.
Hey guys, long time no speak. How we doing?
Hey,
Good,
Wade.
Wade. All right, talk to us. What's the story?
So I was in a role as what they call like a medical company device as a trauma specialist. So what would happen is we would provide all the equipment, drills, and all sorts of stuff to put people back together when they've been in major trauma or major accidents, etc.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's an on-call role, and it's an amazing job because you get there and you see literally the surgeons put people back one piece at a time.
Jeez.
Anyway, I've been there for 8 months and was doing the right thing, trying to create a good impression and all that sort of stuff. Got to the end of the year and they start divvying up all the public holidays for the next year.
Yep.
So they started in January, and normally what would happen is there's enough staff. Somebody would take Christmas Day, somebody would take Boxing Day, someone would take New Year's Day, New Year's Eve,
So we
etc.
just share it all
Yes.
out evenly. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So they sat around the table and said, look, the new bloke's doing all right. Maybe he can cover Christmas Day. So I picked that one, and they said, well, while you're there, you might as well do Boxing Day.
Might as well.
Might as well.
And then I got New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and they said, hey, listen, we're in January. Let's give him Australia Day as well.
So you got none of it.
He had to work
None
all
of
of
it.
it.
I know, you got none of them
All
off. You
of
got
it.
none of it.
Wade, is it just because you were new? They just kept
Yes.
going with you. Well, didn't anyone
Yeah,
speak up
well-
and say, "Oh, that's unfair"?
No, because part of the role is that when they bring you into that type of environment with established, all the other reps are really established. They only bring me in because the demand's so high. So what actually happens is when I come in, I'm actually taking part of the bonus structure away from my colleagues.
Yeah.
Because they can't attend all the cases when there's surgeries on all over Perth. They can't attend every one of them. So they need somebody to go in there and help out. So they said, well, yeah, the newbie can do it. And because he's taking money from us as well, let's give him the whole lot.
So that
yeah,
they can
fun
have
game.
their public holidays.
Oh.
What a stitch up. What a
Yeah.
stitch up, Wade.
That is the
Needless
worst.
to say, I was unwell for New Year's Eve
Yes.
and New Year's Day, but
Yeah.
I was gone by Australia Day. That was enough for me.
Yeah, fair enough too. That's extraordinary.
Yeah, Sean.
Thanks, everybody.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Just quickly, I know a
Fred.
lot of people are going to be popping into the shops today, so I just want to make
Always.
sure they might want to put this on the list. There was an article yesterday on I Love the Arnott's Classic Everyone Forgot About. These are biscuits, right? Mm-hmm. So it's got things on there like the Ice Vovo and the Butter Snap and then the Nice biscuit. No one likes
No,
that.
no.
But right at the end, there was something that I have not thought about for years, and
Oh,
I want
here
to
we
know
go.
if you guys partook in it. The
Oh.
Venetian. Do you remember the
It was
Venetian?
not a I do remember because it had like currants or
Yes,
something on it as
Natalie,
well.
it has currants
yes,
in it.
and icing.
No
on
No,
one's
top.
eating
no,
that.
no,
No one's
no.
eating that.
It's like a cookie, and it's got like sort of like a white, like it looks like a,
A white
it looks like
hard icing.
it looks like a donut glazing, like a white
Yes.
donut glazing
Yeah.
on it. Did you ever eat that?
And it
Sean?
had
No,
currants.
no.
In that.
The Venetians.
Nah, never.
It was not a regular in our house
Never.
at all, but like maybe if I went to somebody else's house. Maybe I think when I was in school, we used to, two of the girls would be chosen every day to go and set out the staff room for morning tea. And
Venetians would have been in
clean
there.
up after, and I'm pretty sure, and we used to be able to sneak a biscuit. And I
Anyway,
reckon that's the only time I used to
That's been going
have a
ever
Venetian.
since we were kids.
Are
Why haven't they
so
been
you can still buy
discontinued?
them.
You can sell $4 for a packet at Woolies.
No, that's a stitch up.
Cost
They should
of
be on
living. There
sale.
must only be 3 biscuits in the packet.
I know.
You don't need them, Nathan, do you? Venetian.
No, well, today I'm going to get some.
It's
I
not
don't-
even your birthday.
No, I want to relive some of my childhood happiness.
On the couch
One of them
with your
was
Venetian biscuit.
A biscuit with currants in it.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Spring break, Sean. You would have loved to have been part of that,
I can
wouldn't
see
you?
myself in Florida or Cancun.
Yeah. So it's like schoolies, but on a huge, huge
And
scale.
the thing about it is they televise it, and there's like literally like, live streaming shows just about people partying it up, and girls
In
are flashing their
bikinis.
boobs,
That's
and
all-
boys are
sorry.
a lot of
doing
bikinis.
drinks left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Shots.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. You
Yeah.
don't get one there, you're
Tequila
in trouble.
stocks go up those
It's
days.
famously where the series Girls Gone Wild was filmed,
Yeah.
because all the girls were so loose that the guys would just go up there with a TV camera and they just they don't care about who's going to
No.
see them.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So two girls
That's
are
the
on
power of
spring
tequila,
break.
Nathan.
Yeah, the girls that are and these are all people that are in the in college that are looking for jobs.
Yes.
And they don't realise this may haunt them for the rest of their lives. Two girls were in a pool in their bikinis and they were interviewed by a guy about their spring break memories. But this is the thing. The internet and every commenter has said this is the perfect way to get A, arrested by the police, or B, murdered by a drug cartel.
Far out.
Have a listen to what they said.
What's the craziest experience you've had on spring break?
We were in Miami last spring break and a huge, 8 pounds of cocaine flew in and we stuffed it in our bikinis.
And took it.
And sold it. We're almost millionaires now.
So it was last year in Miami from Cuba. Yeah, it came in like seaweed and it floated onto the beach.
It doesn't sound real.
You can look it up. Last year, 2023, Cuba, all the cocaine that floated into Miami.
Is this supposed to be a secret? If it's not anymore.
It's fine now because it's a year later. But at the time, no one was supposed to be on the beaches. But we'd go at night and shove it in our bikinis.
I take she's not studying law.
Is this not insane?
The cocaine that's... Okay, it was covered in
so
seaweed.
this is the thing.
Yeah.
So she's found it. They found
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
One of the comments under the article said, I lived in Florida most of my life. Never take drugs or money from the beach.
Of course you
just
wouldn't.
walk away. It's another person said, I used to live down there and my neighbour confessed to me that they found a whole lot of bales of cocaine on the beach. They called it into the police, not before they took one though. So those girls are probably dead now?
I love that they think they can't get in trouble because it happened a year ago. It's
I know.
No, it's still an offence.
And also the cartels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they
Who
come
are even
for you,
scarier, yeah.
Yeah, I watch
for
all of
sure.
it. Yeah.
Honestly, if ever you're drinking and someone puts a camera in your face, just check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Don't
wrecking
say
themselves.
anything. Just don't say anything.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know, but put a microphone in front of an American when they're on
Hey,
those
Sean.
things.
No,
Good
they
luck.
can't help
Let's
themselves.
party!
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Nathan, Nat and Sean's June Jackpot.
Oh, here we go. 13 past 8. Mark that time down. It could be the time when we give away $9,000 in June jackpot.
To Casey from Greenwood, possibly. Hi, Casey.
Hi guys, how's it going?
Hey, wonderful,
for you,
Case.
Casey.
As we know, $9,000. Have you been playing along all week to see how well you would go at this game?
Well, I have to admit, I did some research last night and I went back and listened to all the podcasts.
Well done. Okay, no, that's a responsible way to do
really
it.
good,
Now, Casey,
Case.
were you listening yesterday when we gave you the answer to question 5?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Oh.
Are you
Okay.
curious as to what the question might be?
Yeah, I don't care what the question is, I'm just going to yell the answer.
Okay, right. Okay. All right. Here's what's going to happen. Nathan's going to be asking you the questions.
Jeez.
You will have 20 seconds to answer all 5 questions correctly. We have to take the first answer you give us. So if you don't know an answer, you can pass and we'll come back to it if there's time. But if you do answer it, that's the answer that we take.
Yep, speed is our friend, okay?
That's right. And don't worry if Nathan asks the first question slowly because
Yes.
the timer won't start until the end of that first question, okay?
Okay, got it.
All right.
Casey.
I would just like to ask around the room right now. There's Sam, Harry, Amy, and us three. Who thinks that she's going to do it?
Oh, absolutely. Have every
Sean,
faith in her.
Harry?
Not a chance.
No, kidding. Of course she's Sam.
Yeah, no, she's got this.
Amy?
Casey.
All right, we are all rooting for you.
But, Casey, at home, nobody is rooting for you because if you don't get it, we're opening the phone lines, okay? So everybody at home is hoping that you're going to fail. But we want you to get it. Because we like you, Casey. We think you're awesome. Okay. Are we ready?
Case.
Take a
Ready.
deep breath,
We're
okay?
ready.
Remember, the time will start at the end of Nathan's first question. 5 questions, 20 seconds. Oh, go, Casey.
Here we go. Who sings the song Texas Hold'em?
Beyonce.
What sport relates to the Margaret River Pro?
Pass.
A kangaroo's baby is called a what?
Joey.
What AFL team does Harley Reid play for?
Eagles.
Is a pumpkin a vegetable?
No.
What sport relates to the Margaret River Pro?
Wow. The first person to use the pass properly. Well done.
You've done it!
You did it, Casey. $9,000. The June jackpot is all yours. Casey, what are you going to spend $9,000 on?
Go to a hotel for the weekend to sleep.
Hotel to
What she's been studying.
I've got a baby, so I'm going to go for a 2-night sleep.
Casey.
She's off to Crown. She's
Yeah,
gonna
just
lay
leave
her
the
head
baby
down.
with a glass of water.
Can I say that was the quickest no I've ever heard with
I know.
the answer you knew? No.
Yes. The question, you probably missed
I
it.
didn't even hear the question. I don't know what the question was.
The question was, is a pumpkin a vegetable? And the answer is no, because it's technically a fruit.
Isn't that strange? Because we all thought that
Seeds are on
pumpkins
the
were
inside.
vegetables. Yeah. You just won $9,000, Casey.
I can't stop shaking. Oh, my God.
How exciting. Well done, Case. That's so awesome.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
What
okay,
a
honey.
great way to kick off the weekend, Case. Well done.
Oh, that felt good.
I know, it was a high-pressure environment and you brought it home. Well played. I know! We're all very happy for you.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Acclaimed WA author Craig Silvey. He wrote a book called Runt. It's been made into a movie. You can check out the trailer today. The movie is going to be in cinemas from September 19. It's got a dog in it, which is it's all right with me. We caught up with Craig just the other day. Have a listen.
This is good timing. There was a thing in the news just the other day that was talking about WA's greatest tourist attraction. Oh, towns that are great tourist attractions. And number 2 on the list was Dwellingup.
Well,
that's you, mate. That's where you grew up.
Well, it's where I grew up. It'd be number 1 if I was still there.
Of course.
Yeah.
But look, it's a beautiful part of it. It's a lovely place to visit.
I know.
Let's go with that.
My auntie used to live down there. Live down there. And we'd occasionally visit, not all the time. But I was just thinking, you freeze your box off all the time when it's
chilly.
not
I'm
summer,
sorry,
obviously.
you cannot say that Dwellingup's a lovely place to visit. I grew up in Kalgoorlie.
So it's better than that.
Yeah, look, it got a bit Dickensian there in the winters where I'd waddle off to the shower in the morning.
Yeah.
And it would be so cold that the water had frozen in the pipes. And there's nothing more defeated than standing in a shower rig that's shivering,
naked,
what you've got left in there, and nothing comes out. It's just.
I have to tell you,
That's the
you know
worst
what? No one in life should be naked and shivering anywhere, don't you think?
That's right. It was Dwellingup that you based the town in. Jasper Jones was based on the town in that story. Was it based on Dwellingup?
It was a large part of it, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of a blend of some West Australian rural experiences. My parents grew up in Collie, and I would routinely be dropped off there on school holidays with grandparents, and so I had interesting experiences in Collie. Yeah, plenty of Dwellingup, a bit of Katanning, all these sorts of places that came together to create Corrigan in Jasper
Corrigan,
Jones.
yeah,
Well,
nice.
what about your time at Pioneer World? Now, I remember going there as a school
Me too.
excursion. Right?
I never
Pam,
got to go. I never got to go.
The oldie times, Nathan. You would have flourished here, right?
Yes.
I've seen photos.
So, what was the schooling was that your schooling that you went there with?
I was trying to describe this the other night to someone at the Cinefest Oz launch, and they wouldn't believe me that I went to a school where the students were functionally an exhibit. We would have tourists sort of roaming into the classroom. thinking we were just part of the, the overall pioneer experience.
Not real children.
We were into, yes, I was a real child. I was a real boy. We could pan for gold. We had a menagerie. We had Clydesdale rides.
Yeah.
There were, there was a ye-old toy store, street theatre. It was wild. We had a school that was embedded in a theme park, and it was amazing. It was absolutely
incredible.
incredible.
And you were in costume and everything, weren't you?
Question,
you
sorry.
dressed up, yeah.
Oh, yeah, and we didn't learn a modern curriculum until I was in high school. I speak Latin.
Hey, Craig, why haven't you written a book about that? Why haven't you used that for inspiration?
I'm still working through that in therapy. I think once I'm free of it, I'll feel duly cleansed to explore that in fiction. But yeah, it was a wild place. I mean, I loved it. It was such an amazing school. We didn't have an oval. We had a village green.
Yeah.
It was genuinely like being transported back in time. It was.
You definitely didn't have a computer lab. We know that.
No.
Where are you going to? I've got drug video. I've got candle making.
I loved going there. I just thought it was so magical, but I
Me
couldn't
too.
even imagine going to school there.
Yeah,
Crazy
on a daily
stuff.
basis. That's nuts.
Hey, tell us all about Runt.
Yeah, this is exciting. So a great book that, lots of kids have loved so far, and parents too, but it is now a movie, which is exciting.
It is now a movie, yes. I mean, the book has had a phenomenal run. It's been pretty extraordinary, and it's so exciting that we brought it to life on screen. We have just the most iconic, stellar Australian cast, from Jai Courtney to Jack Thompson to Deb Mailman to Celeste Barber, Matt Day, as you've never seen him before. It's just absolutely incredible. But I think hearts are going to melt when we see Lily Latour and Squid, a dog who we rescued and is now the most famous animal in Australia, if not the world. I'm so proud of this film. It's really uplifting. It's really heartwarming. It's just beautiful. I'm proud of everybody who, poured their incredible talents into it. It's going to be a hit, I think.
Craig, I think that I saw on your Instagram feed, did the book have to be named something else to be released in America? Is that what happened?
Yeah, so the title was changed to The Underdogs of Ups and Downs.
So is that because they don't know what a runt is?
No, and it wasn't over concern over some
other language.
Correct. There was a title clash with another novel that came out in 2012 that did quite well over there, and so in this day and age of algorithms and Amazon searches, etc., they thought it was prudent to change my title, which was a bit rude.
Isn't that crazy? Sorry, just quickly, because at the moment, currently, we are playing Eminem and Dua Lipa, right?
Yes.
Two separate artists, two separate songs, both called Houdini. But yet you can't do that in the book world.
Yes.
That is insane.
And it was a book from a few years ago. That's amazing.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit unreasonable, but I tend to lose a lot of arguments over there.
One last thing before we let you go. I've noticed something when we speak to writers, male writers actually, and you're doing it right now, I can see on this Zoom call. Do all writers have a collection of comfortable knit jumpers? Because you've got one on now. It looks very righty. Like, do you have... Is that part of the process? Talk to me.
Look, Nathan, I started the trend. I can't speak to what comes after me. I can suggest that it's bloody cold in Fremantle at the moment, and can't afford heating, so we tend to rock up.
Yeah. How many comfortable knits do you have?
I like the Scandinavian style. It's like knit. What can I say? I think I carry it well.
John, do you have many comfortable knits?
No, I don't. But
I don't have many comfortable knits.
Have you seen my writing,
either. I sure am.
Yes, exactly.
If you want to be a successful author, knitwear first.
Comfortable
Right.
knits.
The answer.
Thank you so much,
Craig Silvey, thank you for the secret.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, team.
Bye, buddy.
Good on you, mate.
Cheers.
See you,
Thanks,
Craig.
Craig.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Natalie Locke, you're going to
Nathan
be on
Morris.
stage tonight with a young man
I
called
am.
Joel Chriset.
Yes, so Joel's doing his show tonight and tomorrow night at the Regal Theatre,
Yep, yep.
and I'm opening, and it's kind of just starting to sink in.
Yeah.
That 15 to 20 minutes of material at the front of the show is quite a lot.
That's a lot of time. So have you? I know you've got your material together. So do you do a run through in front of a mirror or anything?
I don't do it in front of a mirror, no, but it's more like, so here's my process, Sean. I write it out like with a pen. So I had a book and I just scribbled stuff down over the last few weeks, and I just sort of throw things around in my head, just sort of, whether about how that would work together, how you could tie it all together. And then I typed out the whole thing yesterday, and then from that, I've scrawled notes on that again, and so I'll refine that back down further. And then today I'll just say it out loud a few times.
Yeah.
Because writing things down and saying things out loud are very different, and how you're going to transition from one bit to another and that sort of stuff. I've got to figure that out this afternoon.
It's quite simple. You just say what you can't say on the radio here.
Well, there will be some fairly
colourful
some
language
themes that are not breakfast radio
Perfect.
appropriate.
Did you decide on your song that you're going to walk out to?
Look,
Are you going
it'll
to be
a surprise
for
the
people tonight?
Yes, but
Okay.
it's not an out there choice.
Well, how will people get there to have a look at the surprise?
We have a double pass to go and see Natalie Locke and Joel Creasy. Joel's bringing his brand new stand-up show, Boom, into the Regal Theatre, as we know.
Of course, tonight, tomorrow night. These tickets are for tomorrow night.
Yes, that's right. So, and that show's sold out.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
only way to get your hands on these things for tomorrow night.
Livenation.com.au is where you can get your tickets. We've got a double up for grabs right now.
If you do want to buy tickets to tonight, there's about 20 left.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Well done to Shelley from Parkerville. She's going to be coming to see Joel Creasy at the Regal Theatre tomorrow night, and to a lesser extent me.
Yeah. Oh, no, to a major extent now. That'd be great,
Sean,
mate. I hope
I'm
you go
just the support act.
dominate.
Oh,
Hope
everyone's
you
having a
dominate.
great time. Let's wrap this up.
Okay. When are you going to Vietnam?
I go to Vietnam via Singapore on Monday. You're off to Bali on
You might
Sunday.
want to take this because...
Oh, Sean, what are you doing with my card?
You just take
Don't worry, I've got several. Doesn't
Take
matter.
your credit card.
Yeah, I thought she would notice. But
What did you buy? How many surfboards?
Oh, mate, we're done.
All right.
Yeah.
No, all right. Gnarly dude.
I'll load up.
It's all right.
Me
I
and
had
Sam
some money.
just
I don't have
load
any
it up.
children.
All right, everybody.
I've done internet shopping 3
Have
years.
a wonderful, safe couple of weeks.
Yes.
We need you all when we get back. All right. So
See you on the flip side.
Go Fisher.
Cheers. Woo!
Let's go, Fish. Click the wrist.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.